You're back! Again! I think. All this timeline bending makes my brain a bit foggy. It might feel like we never had this chat next time we meet.
What are you wearing?
I am an interdimensional transcendental being. What am I supposed to wear? Jean shorts and a t-shirt? Anyway, what do you think?
You look fabulous, Truth. I love it.
Thank you, thank you. I knew you would dig it. So, want to go again?
Let's do it.
You got it. Safe travel through the time stream.
It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as the top star of another promotion. That's right, I think you know who I'm talking about. They could be the next AJ Styles, the next Jade Cargill, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
The CCO just alluded to the fact that we might have a rival promotion star going #1 overall.
Oh, I can't wait for draft night.
Hello there. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Troy Simpkin, seasoned and esteemed WWE producer.
Hey, Troy. Nice to meet you, too.
We are so excited for your arrival in WWE. And by the way, I've heard how things are handled where you're coming from, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Nothing but professionalism on this side of the fence.
Don't believe everything you read online, but that's good to know. So, what's the plan?
We want your impending debut at the draft to stay top secret. So to keep all the internet sleuths guessing, management thought it would be a good idea for you to compete for another promotion one last time. So, where do you want to go?
I think a match on the US indie scene would get people talking. Can you book me in TBD?
Sure thing. Just don't get injured. And a win would be nice. We'd look like idiots if our big free agent lost before their debut.
Got it. I'll take care of business.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you look good on draft night.
What are you getting at?
It's just that in the past, WWE superstars had to wear whatever we told them to for their non-ring attire. And as much as I miss those days, that's no longer how it works around here. It's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever you want.
So I can dress how I want to dress? I assumed that was the case, but thanks for confirming.
All right, we better wrap this up before any looky-loos start pulling out their phones. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Hey! It's been a bit. How have you been?
Busy. Good to see you again, Jade. You've been on one hell of a run in WWE. Not that I'm surprised. When we worked together, I always knew you were destined for big things.
I appreciate that. And from what I'm hearing, you might be following in my footsteps.
Maybe. You never know where I'll show up next.
Really? Because I just saw you talking to a WWE producer. But if you don't want to say, I respect that.
Thanks, Jade. See you soon. Maybe.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
And it just got even bigger. It's the hottest free agent in wrestling.
Will they be the #1 pick?
Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions before the draft. I know you just got here and must be getting pulled in 100 different directions, so I'll try to make this quick.
No problem. And it's Kathy, right? Good to meet you.
You too. Well, you've competed all over the world and most recently were a star for a rival company. What personality traits led to your success?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
I can see how that got you here. So then, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay? I know it's tough. New surroundings, big expectations, especially with everything lined up tonight.
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here in WWE? Maybe I would have been better off staying where I was.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, and move on.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait. Hey, you all right? I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
I'm sure that our newest superstar and #1 draft pick is thrilled to get into the ring and put the events of last week's draft behind him.
If a fraction of the hype is real, the attack of the draft will soon be nothing but a speed bump.
Look at it, put him away. Reverses the pin attempt. Reverses the pin, shoulders down. And only a 1 count. He isn't going to go away that easy.
Cutter.
Woo!
Overhead kick on the mark.
Springboard, 450!
He's getting pumped, he's getting focused, and he's taking the WWE Universe with him.
And Buck took a battering there.
You might see this as an early wake-up call. Get the blood pumping.
Sent right into the corner. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Punch to the face. Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Spinebuster. Trapped in the corner. Unleashing the strikes. Steering clear there. That is a power-packed punch. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom. Oh! Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Caught with a punch.
Buck looks knocked out. And staying with it, into the cover. 2.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him? We're going to get some answers. And we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be. We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo.
Here we go. It's popping off. Oof.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
Wicked knee lift.
And just in time, he gets out of there.
Raining down right hands.
Nothing was being held back with each of those.
Perched on the middle rope.
Middle rope shooting star.
Incredible. Luthez press. Brutality. And would you look at that? He's been busted wide open.
This is not good.
Caught by the Pele. There was no respect for D'Angelo with that move.
No way. Suicide dive to the outside.
Cole does it better.
Absolutely reckless abandon, and it paid off.
Adrenaline's at a peak right now.
Dodge is out of the way. Phenomenal forearm.
D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Oh, this is incredible. Oh, and he couldn't keep the offense rolling. Bang! He finds a counter.
He's reversing the momentum on him.
Yeah, showing he's got some fight left in him.
Boom, what a kick.
Stop in the leg. Oh, ouch.
And here we go. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back position. Solid grip on this hold. Not letting go anytime soon.
Boston Crab, no more.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, D'Angelo anticipated that.
He's been put through the ringer tonight.
Yeah, but you got to expect that at this point in the match. That could be curtains.
There's the crossface.
Just excruciating pain. There's no way you can sustain being in this submission much longer.
Will the pain be too much?
This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what? Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO opponents? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from a rival promotion.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
Yeah, we were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
Well, turns out I've been working on a handshake agreement here, so it shouldn't be too hard to wiggle my way out of it. I'm in.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being... comedic and fun.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
I've only been here for 5 minutes, but I'm already sick of Mutiny bragging about their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag Championships. Well, what if we came up with our own, not at all similar versions? That would really cause a mutiny.
That sounds a bit goofy, but also borderline scheming. I'll allow it.
Two of the key players in the recent NXT Mutiny attack were the Unity Tag Team Champions. The Raw and SmackDown side has countered not with an attack, but instead by creating brand new Tag Team Championships of their own. Please welcome the brand new Unified Tag Team Champions, the #1 draft pick, and their partner who's making their WWE debut.
Thanks, Kathy. You might recognize my new partner from another promotion that shall not be named. But now she's here to help me take down this NXT mutiny. And what better way to do that than with these fancy new championships?
That's right. The GMs thought we were the perfect pair to hold these new Unify titles.
I gotta say, this sounds and looks very similar to the NXT Unity titles.
Not at all. Our titles have red accents, while theirs have silver.
Our titles are open to intergender competition from any brand, not just NXT.
And finally, our titles have never been lost in a match.
Okay, but isn't that just because they're brand new? I'm still not seeing how these titles are any different.
Zip it, Kathy. We'll show you and the entire WWE universe just how special and unique our Unified Championships are when we defend them later tonight on Raw.
Okay, can't wait.
While technically this is a championship match, the arena doesn't have the usual electricity.
Well, because it's not really a title match, Michael. You can't expect people to get excited about championships these two just made up.
Well, every championship once was something that someone just made up, Saxton. And if you're still looking for something to get excited about, we have the debut of a new WWE superstar.
Placing him in the corner.
Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
Oh, right into a counter.
Target acquired. This only ends one way.
Oh.
Bang! Nice series of strikes. Nasty combination.
That's how you hurt your opponent.
Fillet your chest.
Solid punch. Drop kick from behind.
Tags made. This is classic tag team wrestling.
Double team in effect. Ooh. Perfect perfect chemistry on the same page.
Flatliner. Oh no, on a reverse DDT.
A rope step!
And completely missed the mark.
And now that terrible error makes this a critical moment in the match.
The ref didn't expect that type of contact. Unbelievable athleticism. Into the armbar.
That was amazing.
The more he fights, the more pain he's in.
But he can't stop battling. He has to get out of this in a hurry. And the champs retain.
Here are your winners, those two, the Unified Tag Team Champions, Tyler Bradley and the Bombshell.
The long history this new duo shares was evident here tonight as the Unified Champs looked like a well-oiled machine and successfully defended their titles.
Sure, Michael, but they will likely have an even tougher time defending these ridiculous titles in the court of public opinion.
I see what you're doing here with these Unified Championships. Funny.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Your plan seems to be working. Mutiny is definitely annoyed.
Yep, told you it would get their attention. Now we just need to take things further to give Mutiny and their Unity champions something else to complain about.
What'd you have in mind?
Cosplay. It always comes down to cosplay.
A bit predictable for my taste, but I'll do it.
It's one half of the Unified Champs, who's looking like a king tonight.
First, they come up with knockoff titles. Now he's rolling in as a knockoff Lexus King. I love it.
He does seem determined to get under Mutiny's skin. Let's hope he hasn't forgotten he's still heading into a match.
The Unified Champs are channeling the Unity Champs in a match that should be unique. It's time to see if he can turn chuckles into chops. And the other half of the Unified Champions doing her best JC Jane impression.
After seeing her partner, I'm sure nobody was surprised to see the gear she decided to wear out here tonight. But you have to admit, she's really pulling it off.
Are you saying you've got a toxic attraction to our Unified Champion?
I'm not going that far, but well played.
I knew it. Hopefully the Unified Champs haven't overlooked their opponents here tonight. Otherwise, they're in trouble.
Let's see if she can make a statement impossible to ignore.
No joking around here. The Unified Tag Titles are serious business tonight.
All this fun cosplay can't distract the so-called Unified Champs from the fact that they are facing off against Valhalla and Eric tonight.
Definitely, Michael. It would be a real shame if they lost their focus and their titles.
Didn't you find these Unified titles silly, Saxton?
They're growing on me, Corey. Oh, what a plex.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Oh, my. A jumping DDT.
Absolutely planted. A moonsault. And now propped up in the corner.
Magic killer.
Working in perfect cohesion, the champions have a strategy in mind. Yes, there's the tag.
Oof, kick finds it.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
Starting to see the tolls of this match add up. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back. Just breaking down the opponent.
Uh-oh.
Suicide dive! And that takes so much skill to land with such accuracy.
It takes a whole lot of luck, too. And all over the place.
Those strikes were assigned from the challenger.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Into the armbar. That was amazing. Oh, my gosh. But if she taps out here, it won't mean anything. Left arm trapped. Wiggles free. Nicely done.
Reversal on Valhalla. She can be on her way to a countout.
They got the quickness and the handspring cardiac kick.
The champ using every tool they have to protect their reign.
Valhalla perhaps realizing this won't be the easy hunt she expected. And Valhalla may have felt that coming.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. She makes the tag.
And she anticipated what was coming.
Countering each other again and again. Dueling reversals.
Uh-oh. Here we go. F10 facebuster. Up high. What are we going to see? Shooting star. Right on the mark. That's got to up the champ's confidence.
He puts him into the corner.
And a hammer fist right across the collarbone. It's got to be demoralizing when you're the combatant on the wrong side of the double team. Maybe you want to rework the game plan about now.
Spinebuster! The champ is going for the cover.
And what's this?
Why do you do that? What's going on? Boom! Oh, this could be bad. This could be really bad. Lights out.
Does the champ just close this out? No, he beats the count.
It was almost just lights out on their championship dreams. Let's see if that kick out was a spark, or is it the challenger's last gasp?
That was plan A, and it didn't work. He must be thinking about plan B at this point. She manages to reverse it. Doubling face buster.
Consider your title dreams dashed after that.
2. And the champs stay the champs. What a title defense.
Here are your winners, and still the Unified Tag Team Champions, Tyler Bradley and the Boomshell.
These two dressed up and beat down their opponents, while perhaps sending a strong message to the Unity champs and Mutiny.
Yeah, you've got to think this match was more about pushing Mutiny's buttons than it was about defending titles. But it's quite possible that they managed to successfully do both.
Hey, sorry I haven't checked in sooner. I've been tied up with all this mutiny stuff. How's it going here so far?
I'd say pretty good, since we just got ourselves a match for the Unity Tag Team Championships.
I saw that. I'll admit I had no idea what you were thinking at first, but it does appear to be working. Still, I'm nervous about you competing at NXT. If I had to guess, there will be some outside interference.
So, what do you propose we do to counter that? Hire a team of security guards to surround the ring? Nah, they could secretly be working with Mutiny. Oh, what if they were apes? Apes are strong and tough and loyal. Security apes? Is that a thing? Nah, we wouldn't have time to train them before the match.
I was going to suggest I'd be there to watch your backs.
You're no security ape, but at least you're trained. That'll work.
Grab your popcorn and try not to blink. The Unify and Unity championships both up for grabs in one match. That has literally never happened with these titles before.
Remember to breathe, Saxton. You're almost as ridiculous as these look-alike belts. Clearly the Unified champs annoyed Mutiny enough to make this match happen.
No matter the reason, this Unity-Unify unification match will undoubtedly be remembered by some in some way for some time. Oh, what a wind-up. Close fist connects. Oh, man. Suplex.
Look at this, just stop after stop after stop.
And if the first stop doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
These attacks of the champ right up.
He's still relatively fresh, but it wouldn't hurt him to tag out sooner than later.
To stomp in every single part of his body.
Momentum entirely against Lexus here.
No!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Oh, that was nasty to watch. Finding nobody home.
He finally creates some more offense for himself.
He's trying to seize the opportunity to get back in the match.
And the DDT.
Here he goes for the win. Gets the shoulder up after one.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Oh, he fights Lexus back. Spinebuster!
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Clothesline in the corner. Driven down face first with a bulldog.
These attacks are clearly adding up on the champion.
Yeah, things could turn even worse soon if there isn't a tag on the horizon.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
He gets the tag, and here we go. The complexion of this match is about to change.
Walking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus came with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
It's SmackDown GM Nick Aldis. They were ready for this.
Credit to the unified champions for being prepared.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
1, 2,
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Nick Aldis.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity Tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you goaded them into defending their Unity titles, and then walked away with them too. Well done.
Thanks. Nick Aldis came through when it mattered. It was a team effort.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldis and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first? Alba! You are just who I've been looking for.
It's a hilarious new arrival. How wonderful.
It is! I have an incredible idea to stop these mutiny attacks once and for all.
Let's have it then. How will we stop Mutiny's insurrection?
Magic. You and Isla Dawn cursed the tag titles. You take opponents out of your path with supernatural forces. You just need to turn that power against Mutiny.
What exactly is it that you expect us to do?
You could turn the mutiny into some big fat toads.
What are you doing?
You could send them on a goose chase down a long, dark road.
Is this a song of some kind?
You could curse them, you could vex them, then together you can hex them.
Stop! Enough!
I just figured there are so many witches in musicals that if I sang...
We are not musical witches.
You won't have to do it alone. I can help you, please. Let me learn from you and Isla. We could be an unholy trinity. We could make up a secret handshake that we spend hours perfecting with spins and clicking heels and all in perfect unison.
No secret handshakes. But fine, we'll give this a try. You can be in our corner for our match against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Be warned though, once you step on this path, there's no turning back. Do you really want to learn our secrets?
Yes! I'll gather up some mandrake root, practice my chanting. I bet I can find a crystal ball. All the witchy stuff.
That will not be necessary. If you're going to hang with the Unholy Union, you'll need to elevate the group, not take it down.
Yes, of course. You want elevation? You are going to get it.
It's time for the Unholy Union to make their presence known. They send a shiver right down my spine.
Chelsea Green and Piper Niven don't look too scared, Byron.
Well, it looks like they've got a new member of their coven.
That's one half of the Unity Champions. Why would she be associating with the Unholy Union?
I'm not sure, Saxton, and it doesn't look like Isla and Alba are quite sure either.
Wait a second here. Is she floating?
This is witchcraft!
Well, that spell didn't turn out too well.
At least Chelsea and Piper are amused.
See, Saxton? There was no real magic here.
Isla and Alba do not seem very happy with their new acolyte.
Looks like their coven mate is ready to go anyway. She's leading the charge to the ring.
She's leading it on her own. Isla and Alba have abandoned their new sidekick.
And the witch in training has no idea she's alone.
She does now.
The referee's making this a handicap match. Here we go with one half of the Unity Tag Team Champions in an unscheduled handicap match.
After the way she made a mockery of the Unholy Alliance's entrance, she might just have it coming.
Don and Alba Fire looks pretty annoyed. I just hope they didn't put a curse on this whole arena.
Cardiac kick. You've solidified your name as a top athlete when you're able to pull off that move. And an answer from her.
Finds the roadblock.
Countered into a new cover. She's able to kick out before the refs count.
Too early for that pin attempt.
Enziguri finds its mark. Oh.
Snap air. Oh, look at the kick.
Oh. Hold your breath.
Went for the springboard and missed. Sent to the corner.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Uh-oh. High angle belly event. A quick finish. Can she do it? Well, that was a close call.
Got surprisingly close to a pinfall there.
She fights Piper back.
Brings down a hammer to turn the tide. Unbelievable athleticism. Into the armbar.
That was amazing. The arm getting just tortured by this hold.
And even if you escape, this damage will limit your effectiveness.
Left arm trap, wriggles free. Nicely done. Arms are trapped. Ooh, headbutt from the rear. At the arm trap,
torn down with a lariat.
Sent hard into the corner.
These two have learned each other so well. One counter met by another. Boom! An important tag here.
This could change the match. And she's beginning to look a little weary.
Chelsea's decision-making certainly looked effective there. Off the ropes.
Kick on target.
And would you look at this double springboard moonsault.
to the spine. Phoenix splash! You gotta be kidding me. Hoisted up. Here we go. F-tap facebuster.
Can she get the pinfall?
Maybe.
Gets the shoulder up.
Somehow, some way.
Maybe not, maybe not. She breaks the count quick.
Still no end in sight here.
Hangman's neck breaker. She tags her partner in.
I guess he doesn't think she's softened her up enough yet. Cuts the attack off.
Spear! That was vicious. Check this out.
Simple but effective. Total impact.
That's gonna hurt. I think it's all over now. Going for the win, not letting up.
And she's still in the game.
Escaping that pin must have taken almost everything she's got. Well worth it. Look how frustrated her opponent is.
Oh no, now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
Not a position you want to be in. Needs to break this submission somehow.
Easier said than done. It's locked in so deep.
That's all she wrote for this handicap match.
Here is your winner, the Boom Sack.
I don't know what was in your wee brain out there, but you owe us an explanation.
You're not the ones who should be mad. You walked out on me, and I ended up in a handicap match. Which I happened to win, by the way.
Let's not lose sight of your little stunt during your entrance. That was an embarrassment.
We did not invite you into our coven to make a mockery of us. Do you even believe in the craft?
Would I be here if I didn't? I wasn't mocking you. I was trying to do what you asked.
Which was?
You told me to elevate the group. So I thought if I literally elevated myself, it would do the trick. It wasn't my fault that production got me a much smaller platform than I expected with not enough fog.
See, Alba, this is what we get for bringing home strays.
Please don't give up on me. I'm trying my best. Just give me one more chance, and I'll prove I can witch with the best of them.
Aldous has been after us to do a 3-on-3 match.
Oh, I am so good in trios matches. Pick me, pick me.
Oh, I just know I'm going to regret this, but fine. One more chance. But no platforms or fog next week. Just do your regular entrance and try to fit in.
Thank you. I will so fit in. You have no idea how in I'll fit. Oh, the unholy trio. This is great. Should we do the secret handshake now?
No.
It's cool. Maybe next time? We still have to workshop it anyway. This is gonna be great.
The unholy alliance has become an unholy trinity.
And I'm not sure Isla and Alba are too happy about it after getting a look at their partner's ridiculous outfit.
Well, they better get on the same page fast because their opponents aren't afraid of things that go bump in the night. Caught that and reversed it.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off. Put into the corner. What could be next?
This is just establishing dominance.
Oh, what a stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me? She's looking at it early. Quick kick out from her there.
Clearly a bit too soon for a cover.
And she quickly turned that around. Oh, she calls it the rear view. Phoenix splash.
You gotta be kidding me. Knew what was coming there.
Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Really trying to do everything she can to get back in this. Oh, and a forearm smash.
Looking to inflict even more damage right here. F10 facebuster.
Tag made.
She escapes the attack.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
Running power slam.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
My goodness, look at how tight the submission's locked in. She can't stay in this for long.
A single leg camel clutch and a great counter. Oh, timely counter by Natalya.
Oh, man. Big side step by Natalya.
Clothesline.
Double stop. Turns that away. And a clothesline.
Her endurance is really being tested now.
And making a tag has to seem like a good idea right about now. Would you look at this? She is removing the turnbuckle pad now.
And she had Natalya's...
Fast movement gets her out of the way. Sit-out powerbomb.
What goes up must come down, and it sure as hell did right there.
And here's Asuka in off the tag. Dawn gets out of there.
Super kick!
Vicious headbutt.
Counter right when it was needed.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework. Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
What a chop.
What a chop.
That'll light you up.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Well, some might call that showing off, but what a display. What a way to flaunt your abilities.
From the top. Boom. Cover.
Shoulders are down.
Stops the count before it, too.
She likely knew that wasn't enough. She's just keeping the pressure on.
Side kick on the mark. Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad. Knees meet face.
Stop in the leg. Just nasty.
No forearms.
She goes for the cover.
She kicks out in one.
She's still in this one.
Getting her set up for something in the corner.
Naomi just adding salt to the wound right now.
Oh, yeah, she's saying, I still have plenty left in the tank.
She counters it. Tag. She got there.
Oh, yeah, she is really getting fired up.
Alba shifts that to her favor. To the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Would you look at this? She is removing the turnbuckle pad now.
Oh. All wrapped up. Beautiful fireman's carry takedown.
And whatever the game plan, it didn't look to work out for Alba there. They cinched him. Fire scaling the turnbuckles.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Alba fire with the swanton.
And that can vanquish Natalya.
Slips away just in time. Uh-oh, she had trouble coming. Not going to be easy to get out of this. Trapped in the clutches of this submission.
This is brutal. It's locked in full extension.
What an amazing six-man tag match.
Here are your winners. The Bombshell, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire.
Despite the clearly evident tension, this unholy trio has scored a dominant victory.
I don't know, Cole. They might have won the match, but these witches don't look like they're stirring the same cauldron.
That was amazing! We showed the world we're not just a coven, we're a team.
Is that what we showed the world?
Because it looks to me like once again you have made yourself the centre of attention with that ridiculous bargain bin Halloween costume.
What is with you, Isla? You told me to fit in. That's what I'm doing.
By dressing as the cliche Wiccans have been trying to get away from for a century. Are you going to take my little dog too?
That's not fair. Go out in that arena and ask everyone you see what a witch looks like. This is what they'll describe.
And that's the problem. You're more concerned with image than action.
You said you believe in magic. It's not about playing dress up and acting like a fool.
Okay, fine. Then I'll stop pretending and try to do magic for real. Enchanting your opponents, cursing titles. If you can do it, I can too.
You're going to cast a spell? A real, actual spell?
Yes. Yes, I am. If you won't use your magic against Mutiny, then I'll do it myself. And when I'm finished, I'll have made sure Mutiny stays far away from SmackDown. Do you guys know where one might go to cast a spell?
We do have a place.
This seems like a bad idea, but if it gets you out of our hair, I'm all for it.
You can do this. In shadows deep, while cauldron brews, I cast a wicked spell for use. From Mutiny spite, we shall be free, protected by my sorcery. By spell and rhyme, protection spun. For Mutiny, the joke's begun. SmackDown safe, they're led astray, delayed by paths that twist and sway. See? Magic! I knew it couldn't be that hard.
This is nothing. One time in Wisconsin, nearly everyone missed the show due to a snowstorm. They put R-Truth in charge for the night, and he wouldn't stop talking about seeing eye people for blind dogs.
Ah, classic R-Truth. Hilarious.
You think animals with disabilities is something to joke about?
No, not at all. So, catering was pretty good today, huh?
Yeah, not bad. They didn't overcook the roast beef like usual.
Yeah, totally.
It's so quiet around here, it's kind of eerie.
I know, right? I'm gonna go check if there are any updates on the flight situation.
Didn't you just check?
Yeah, but who knows what could have changed in the last 1 minute and 37 seconds since we've been talking. Not that I'm keeping track of how long this not at all awkward conversation has been going on.
Remind me when you get back to tell you about this hilarious thing my cat did. I even have a video.
Yeah. That sounds great. I'll be right back. Promise.
Okay, well, I'll get the cat video all queued up. Actually, it's 5 separate videos, but if you skip any or watch them out of order, it won't make any sense.
Ooh, I think I just felt my phone vibrate. Could be an update. We'll pick this up later, okay?
I'll be here. Because of travel delays, we have one half of the Unity Champions as the sole member of the SmackDown roster standing against who knows how many members of Mutiny.
I respect the gumption of standing up against the odds, but there's a thin line between courage and self-destruction.
If there's one thing we know about this woman, it's that she doesn't quit.
Followed up by another to the chest.
Ooh. She turns that attack away.
Oh, she calls in the rear view.
Snapmare. Followed up by an elbow. Uh-oh, second rope.
Oh, that might be the best moonsault ever.
I agree.
And Henley able to reverse that. Caught the leg. Caught into a dragon screw.
Game changer. Holy cow, what outrageous athleticism. Pop-up hurricanrana. Uh-oh. Way too... Oh, diving moonsault!
Fallon Henley has lost any sense of command in this one.
This can't be how Fallon and...
Oh, look out!
All the way down to the floor.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what was in mind there.
I don't know if there was anything in mind there.
Able to make a timely escape.
What a face buster.
Trying to target the back of the neck here.
Oh, stomping away.
Henley was scouted there.
This superstar building incredible momentum.
Oh, I mean, this is... I don't know how the superstar is doing it. Down and out moments ago. Back in it now.
Dropping down all their weight. Wait, is she? Yeah, looking for the submission.
The camel clutch, digging it in as deep as possible. Just wrenching away here. Absolutely excruciating. She couldn't take it anymore. Has to tap.
And that ends the gauntlet for Fallon Henley. She's out of the match.
Another elimination, but we've still got 3 entrants on deck. Next in the gauntlet is Mi Chin. This should be interesting.
The arena is electric right now for this gauntlet match.
A quick series of pinfalls, and there's only one winner. Of course the WWE Universe is excited. Ooh, got caught with a punch to the face. Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
Oh, what a quick answer. Oh, she calls in the rear view.
Meechin sidesteps out of that.
Oh, she retaliates.
Oh, my God. Totally timed offense there. Oh, launching into a hip attack.
Looking to get airborne here. Look out. Diving Hurricane Rana.
Whoa!
Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room.
Meechin telling her opponent to bring it.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter.
With authority. Consecutive attacks keeping Meechin off her game.
Meechin has to weather a storm here.
Oh. And a kick.
She dodges out of the way. Hoisted up. Here we go. Face first. Had the foresight to get out of that one. Bulldog. Springboard, but nobody home. Meechin sidesteps out of that.
Folks, unbelievable athleticism. Into the armbar.
That was amazing.
The arm is locked in. This is sending a painful message.
Now it's a matter of time. Will the hold be broken first or the arm?
There it is. She's tapping. Oh, Meechin just got eliminated from the gauntlet.
Just 2 more obstacles left in this gauntlet match. All right, here comes Lee to make some noise in this gauntlet match.
Action underway, and if you're just tuning in, this is TV that changed Friday nights. This is SmackDown.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Jarring impact.
Boom! Ridiculous standing shooting star.
And bypasses the pinfall.
Likely just trying to sap out some energy with that cover.
Getting set up in the corner now.
And now she's making it to the top rope here.
Up high. What are we going to see?
Shooting star!
Incredible. She's in that zone. Total focus on the competition. Oh, unique offense.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
This is the moment when you're desperate to find a counter.
Trying to find an escape, looking for anywhere to go.
Tapping out.
It's all over for Wesley. No match for the gauntlet.
Coming in fresh, we've got the last competitor entering the gauntlet.
Is that? Yep, it is. Last legend entering the gauntlet.
Lash is out, that's it.
What are we going to see here?
It's the 0-5-4. This is the chance she was looking for.
What, only 2?
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
That was a great opportunity to put this one away, but it slipped right through her fingers.
Knees meet face. That's that.
And here we go. Single leg grab.
And now latching on.
The hold is just getting tighter. She has to escape somehow, some way. A tap out. She couldn't take it anymore. Another victory, but how much longer can the only member of the SmackDown roster in attendance go?
It looks like Lash Legend is calling for more reinforcements.
Who turned off the lights?
It's Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Where the hell did they come from?
That's what Lash would like to know.
They couldn't have arrived at a better moment.
Lash Legend wants no part of the Unholy Alliance.
What are they doing now, guys?
That is some kind of witchy voodoo. It's creeping me out.
Nonetheless, I'm getting word that SmackDown's roster has arrived at the arena, and Mutiny is getting the hell out of here.
I don't know if Isla and Alba showing up to protect their friend out of the blue is magic or coincidence, but they've ended Mutiny's attack.
Do you really think I did magic?
I think magic works in unpredictable ways. You tried to cast a spell to keep the SmackDown locker room safe from mutiny.
And the SmackDown locker room got delayed long enough that Mutiny couldn't attack.
At least, they couldn't attack anyone but you.
Oh, whether it worked or not, you were messing around with forces that you don't understand.
I know. I looked silly, I didn't scare off Mutiny, and nothing really changed.
I'm not going to say we disagree, but...
You might have a touch of magic in you.
Thanks. Just... Can you tell me one thing? When you appeared in the ring, was that just special effects, or was it magic?
I'd rather do that handshake again than tell you.
Okay, I'll take that. Let's do it.
Sorry, we can't right now. Michael Cole told us he's got 5 hilarious cat videos to show us.
All right, lay it on us. Did you and the witches really cast a magic spell?
Damn! I owe my partner here $5.
That she does.
I didn't think you were the type who believed in supernatural stuff, punk.
Come on. I've been on ghost hunts for WWE, not to mention this house I remodeled once that had the eeriest feeling on the 3rd floor.
She's still dodging the question, though. All that time with Isla and Alba, the weird flight delay, was it real?
A witch never reveals her secrets, boys.
Well, one thing was real. That beatdown you put on Mutiny.
Yeah, you really held down the fort and put them in their place. Good job.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Amidst all this NXT mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye. Piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But 2 of our teammates have something we want. The Unity Tag Team Championships. And now, we've been given the opportunity.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? That's real unity. Unlike the current champions whose bond is that they used to train together. Wow, that's deep.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of your titles, all will be well in the world. You can get back to focusing on Mutiny, and everyone can rest easy that the Unity titles are still safe and sound with Team WWE.
One last thing. CM Punk, we hear you're gonna be in the champ's corner. We don't need anyone in ours, since we have each other.
But don't try any funny business out there, okay? Or we'll send you right back to the hospital.
Keep those belts nice and warm, champs. We're coming for you.
This Unity title match is the reason the championships were created. For the best in WWE competing in the same ring.
The key phrase there is best in WWE. Whoever wins this match, the Unity Championships are out of Mutiny's hands.
You got that right, Corey. This is an all WWE title match, and I am here for it.
Rolling elbow finds its mark. Ouch.
Boom! Read that one.
It is his time to take care of business.
Ouch. Rollins got caught believing his own hype a bit.
Now we see if he weathers this moment or tries to tag out. Got him in the corner now.
You're it.
Oh, God. And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
Fighting hard to stay in this match.
Kick to the body as the arm trapped. Tremendous athleticism into a beautiful arm drag. Forced down.
A rope step. Ooh, risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Climbing up, she got something big planned here.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle.
Drop kick from behind.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining the foothold. Prepare your face for that. Gets cinched in. This could be over.
Gotta figure out a way out of this one or it could be over.
Trying to get out of the submission. And does.
Looking to inflict even more damage right here. F10 facebuster.
There's the tag.
Sizing up their opponent. Rollins dodges in the nick.
Uh-oh. Crossface.
Can the visionary hang on? And rolls him off.
Oof. Rollins got surprised there.
Answer after answer for each other's offense. Find some payback with their own reversal.
The challenger struggling for anything here.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind.
Clothesline attempt.
Into STO.
Rollins dead to rights in desperate need of salvation. Caught with a cutter. The champ might have just sealed things. This has to be it. 2. Got him. And the tag titles stay put.
Here are your winners, and still the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Tyler Bradley and the Bombshell.
They've done it. A well-deserved victory against tough competition.
And it's more than a win. This match is a reminder.
That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, Punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah. This reminds me of when we first started training together. For every stride we made, it seemed like there was a setback. But no matter what happened, you never gave up. It's the reason I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take down Mutiny.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to SmackDown, I only have live event matches lined up.